Hi, welcome. In this video, I'd like to take a minute to discuss dogs who have expressed a high level of aggression, where dogs are really have become very reactive towards, say, other dogs even, and where sometimes owners would feel like this is never going to go away. This is so entrenched. And my encouragement for people is to understand that you don't have to feel that way. That, especially when dealing with this system of training, is very, very effective, okay, when it comes to getting a dog to release control, okay, to begin to intersect that state of mind with how a dog is investing, gaining fulfillment, and fading the dog owner in, following the right path. Now, here's the encouraging part of this, okay? When, again, I talk about the system of training, the insight, the level of information and feedback that a individual gets once you really begin to invest in the system of training. But one of the things that is very helpful is the ability to be able to see how, even in terms of how a dog's expressing say, aggressive state of mind, where you will actually see a separation between the action and the intent. Okay, as you're beginning to interact differently with the dog, you're beginning to intercept those states in a proactive way. Okay, you're basically ahead of the curve of the dog's mind, so you're intercepting those states of mind in a way that's very effective. Okay, but what starts to happen, again, this is where it can be very challenging, because sometimes people feel like this is never going to go away. Now, here's the thing: it can take a long time. Don't be fooled. Okay, it can be especially when you're dealing with high caliber dogs. You're dealing with dogs that, such as say German Shepherds, Pit Bulls, Mals. There's some dogs, especially once they've gained fulfillment over a period of time, right from when they're younger and they start to get empowered that way, it can seem like it's never going to go away. But again, my encouragement again is, number one, is adopting a system of training, okay, that is going to not create an open door effect, okay, and that's when, again, it won't go away, okay, but you want to adopt a system of training. Again, the system of training is totally different. That's going to shut that door, okay, over time. But again, this is where you'll start to see, and again, the encouragement is that you'll start to see the intent change. So instead of the dog looking, or as the dog's expressing that state, saying, well, that dog wants to like rip my arms off or rip somebody's arms off, is what you'll see is you'll start to see, and how I describe this is kind of like a change from like if you're spraying like a mist bottle, where it's like a very directed, spray, but shifting from a directed spray to more of a mist. And so, but you have to, as you're looking, if you know what to look for, again, as you're investing, interacting with your dog in the way that I'm describing, you'll see that change. And that gives people hope, because what it is, it's like a separation, saying, wow, that dog isn't, it's like the dog is still reacting, but the intent has changed. And it's just because, again, the dog's been doing it for so long. It's just so much fulfillment in doing it for so long, investing that way. So, but again, as things progress and move forward, you'll see that change, which really allows people to, really gain a hope and encouragement, because then you start to see the kind of like the light at the end of the tunnel, even though it takes more time. But again, understand these things can take time, because often people have dogs and they may not have, they're not in like a capacity like a police canine officer, where, I was in that field before, where I had 24/7 to work with my dog. But when people have high caliber dogs, they may not have the same level of time to invest. But again, the encouragement is this system of training is very, very effective with how it intersects that express state and begins to create change. So the time you do have is being invested wisely, okay? So again, I would encourage you to really think about that. If you're looking for information, if you're dealing with a situation with a very, very aggressive dog and you feel absolutely hopeless, you've tried other, approaches, balance, force-free, and you just know it's like, you've either just kind of settled, maybe not going to give up on your dog, but you're like, man, I can't trust this dog, I can't take this dog places. Well, my encouragement is there's hope. And through this system of training, because this system of training answers the questions, it's totally different in a good way, with how it deals with dog aggression, and even in terms of, again, seeing those type of things where you see the shifting from intent to action, and then even through that you'll see diminishment all along the way. It offers great hope for people that you can actually come out the other side with a dog that is going to be, you'll be able to trust and rehab, in terms of having a high caliber dog. So if you have questions, check out my website. Lots of great information. I have options available to help people. Thanks for watching.